Hi boys and girls, Matt the Real Toy Shop, where we sell wonderful bikes like this and crazy cars. And we do these little videos so you can have a look at them. That's about the size of it. Just get started. Thank you very much for all you guys and girls that watch and subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Thank you for that. Always appreciated. And anyone who drops a comment, that's appreciated too. Just get that out of the way. And anyone who would like to subscribe, please do. Drop us a like. It really makes our day. Makes the whole thing worthwhile. So, and helps grow the little channel. You get to see more bikes. Couldn't be any simpler. Right, so let's get on with this. What we got, Matt? Well, today, this is an Indian Springfield Dark Horse. Dark Horse, just like a sort of one of the versions of the Indian Springfield where everything's blacked out. And doesn't it look good for it? It's got that sort of big American cruiser vibe going on. Bit like a Harley Road King sort of styling, but with the Indian detailing and differences and what have you. It really does set itself apart. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comments below. Would you have a Road King or a big Indian? I have a Road King myself, and personally, I've had that 20 years. I'll never get rid of it, but I could always see myself on one of these because they're just such a great machine, finished in such detail. So let's have a look at it. Start at the front, and obviously we've got everything's blacked out. So headlight nacelle, spotlights, indicators, blacked out. Fork legs, blacked out. Indian, he lights up. Guess what? He's blacked out. Wheels, they're cool looking wheels. Obviously blacked with a brushed alley in the centre. Indian moniker on the brake calipers there, which really does look good. It's the thing with Indians, the fit and finish and some of the styling just really sets them apart. We've got a nice set of black engine bars on here as well. They're an extra. Obviously, again, coming to your rocker covers with the fins on. They look really neat. Again, just a little bit of detailing that just finishes off. Indian moniker there, all in black. Indian covers down there. Exhaust all in black. And then moving up, this is one of the things I really like on an Indian. It's just that attention and those little details. So we've got big aluminium headstock there. And it's usually just rammed full of wires on all different bikes and, you know, whatever. But this is all clean, all nice with the Indian moniker on it. Again, the tank is like a matte white with a metallic in it, almost like an eggshell finish. And with that Indian design on there, there's no mistaking that going down the road, is there? Again, moving the condition of the bike, no marks or scratches or anything like that on the white or the black. Another set of crash bars on the back, so if you're unlucky enough to end up toppling, you've got the protection that these offer. Big footboards there, great big brake paddle, so you can hit that with some confidence. Moving round to the back, we've got some huge panniers. And just to complete the bag of luck, underneath you've got the sort of Frenched in, if that's the right word, where they're shaped around the silencers, and the same on the other side. Blacked out light surrounds, blacked out catches, and then this lovely black chrome finish on the hinges. I don't know if that's going to show through actually on the camera. Would if I pointed it at it, wouldn't it? It'd help. So leather bib on the back there. And then, again, another thing you don't see a lot. I've seen it on some European bikes, on some of the BMs and stuff. Remote central locking. Remote central locking means you can unlock those and reveal just the size of that. That's where all your pants and socks are going on your weekend away. And then, to make sure no one nicks them, there you go. That's unlocked. Hopefully you heard that. Not much of a demo without. So, keyless, as you probably see. That goes for the ignition and stuff as well, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, coming around this side, again, no marks on the panniers, no marks on the bars, no marks on the paint. Engine's looking lovely. And this engine 111 cubic inches. What's that come to, Matt? It's about 1817 cc, somewhere around about there. Big thumping V Twin. The Thunderstroke. What a name for an engine. All the best engines have a good name, don't they? And a Thunderstroke, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll come up to this in a minute, show you some of the functions you've got. But you have got here, again, Indian tooled leather, Indian in your dash console, again, nice blacked out. Some extra fancy grips. And then another thing that just sets it apart just a little bit, you've got your adjustable brake lever, so you can set the span of that in or out just by twisting this here. And that allows people with smaller hands to have the brake lever closer or further away. One thing you do notice, people argue with me, I'm sure, get it in the comments down below if you feel differently, but I find these Indians carry their weight a lot lower. They feel a lot more manoeuvrable sometimes than, well, the other big cruiser, which I own. So, love both bikes, but I just find these a little bit easier to move about. So if that's something that's consideration for you, then maybe the big Indian is something you need to have a look at. I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing as far as condition and things like that. So let's come around this side and talk to you about what we can do for you on the bike. Well, if you've got a part exchange, please visit our website, which is here. If it comes into view, that's our website. If you visit that, we've got a part exchange form. Complete that, I'll get back to you with the price on your bike. Keep hold of that number, because that's also the number you need to be calling if you want a bit of monthly payments. You'd speak to the office, Lisa or Scott. We'll work some payments out. And if you like it, we'll get them put through with our finance partners. Quick decisions and decent rates and all that good stuff to make things pretty stress-free. And we get to delivery. Well, we've always delivered for absolutely nothing. Mainland UK, nothing changes. My happy smiling face with this beautiful bike. We'll turn up at your house. Give us a honk if you see the real toy shop van out in your travels. It makes me jump. But then I remember, I'm in the way of somebody. So, yeah, that's coming to you. See, that doesn't mean you can't come and look at it. Come and look at it by all means. We'll bring it another day. Come on a wet day in your car. We don't mind. Have a cup of tea. Have a look at the bike. Make sure it's for you. And then, of course, we'll deliver it on another day. No bother at all. We're not going to stop anybody coming to look at bikes. Right then, now what? We need to make a noise, don't we? Let's make it make a noise. Before we do that, we'll give you all the details of the bike. We'll talk to you all day, once you've asked your missus first. So get your missus asked first, or don't ask, just buy. Dead simple, isn't it? Get it in your shed. Right. That's your view. It's your rider's eye view. That's what you're looking at. Well, obviously not that bit, because you'll be sat on that, but so looking at that, looking up, plenty of visibility, just enough to tell, just enough stuff on the console and bits and pieces like that. So just enough there, just enough information, which is what you want. You don't want bothering, do you, all the time with different bits of information. So let's strike her up, let's make a noise. Keyless, as we already mentioned, so you've got two ways of doing it. This thing here needs to be near the bike. So I'm going to poke that there. That's just for me. And then over here, you can either press the engine start button or press the power on button. So I'm going for power on button. And you'll get this dance of things down here telling me the stand's down. And ABS, which we all know. 5 revolutions. And then over here is the start button. Just press it once. As you see, that starts it. So it's telling me the stand's down. Over here, behind here, little toggle switch. That toggle switch allows me to go through all the information on the bike. So we're quite low on fuel, but we'll get some put in there before it comes. So you've got 2 fuel gauges, that one and that bad boy up there. I'd use that one. There you go. So the red S, what's the red S, Matt? Stands down. So we scroll through here. We've got 12,180 miles. Let's have a look at all the different bits. It's doing 850 revs at the minute, so you've got rev counter there. That's your voltage. That's the outside temperature. It's doing 56.2 to the gallon. Now that, for a bike of this size, that's fantastic. I mean, that is really, really good miles per gallon. Range of 45 miles showing. That's got a lot of fuel left in it. So that's dead easy, isn't it? Dead simple to operate. And all I was doing then, just scrolling through with that one there. So, now we'll come to the other side. Okay, hang on, I'm just going to come around here. So, on this one, on that one there, whoop, there we go. That's the one we're going to scroll through now. So, what we've got here, front and rear tyre pressures. It won't show you those until you're off and rolling. Rider modes. What the hell does that mean? Oh, cylinder deactivate. Yes, I know what that means. You can turn one cylinder off in traffic. So if you find yourself getting overheated or whatever, you can have a cylinder deactivation on, which stops one of the cylinders cooking your bits. Dead simple. And then we're back to front and rear tyre pressures. And there we go. So let's make it, rev it a little bit. You probably can understand that it's very, 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 very quiet. Let's put the spots on. There we go. Whoop. Might as well show you, man. Flipping heck. Rubbish. What a cameraman. Doesn't that sound well? That sounds really, really well. Lovely bike. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So to turn her off, same button, off we go. She's off. Right then, that's 12 minutes of your life you won't get back. That's me done with that bike. I'm out of here. But number one, if you want this thing in your shed, and you could have, quick as hell, number one, Part X form if you need it. You know where to go. Number two, if you want some monthly payments, a bit of finance, you know where to go for that. Number three, just get it paid for. Let's get it in a van, get it to you as quick as we can. Can't say any fairer. Thanks for watching, boys and girls, and getting this far. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, ask your missus first. Bye for now.